So welcome to Digital Futures Education, where I'm going to try to give you some updates on EdTech, AI, and some of the top trending topics. At Digital Futures Education, I try to provide updates around the top trending topics in EdTech and education, specifically as technology is changing weekly as we see the development of AI really transform, our learning landscape and learning experiences for students and the environments in which we teach in. So the very first topic I want to talk about is AI guardrails in education. And first topic I want to talk about is AI guardrails in education. So schools are adopting what's called AI guardrails. These are clear AI guidelines for students and for educators. This is used to promote safe, ethical, and unbiased use of AI. These guardrails are designed to help. These guardrails are designed to help educators and students utilize AI safe, effectively, and responsibly. So the emphasis with AI guardrails is transparency, basically the openness around discussing the use of AI and how it can be used, bias that can happen with AI, mitigation, and data privacy. So the challenges with AI is it does present new areas of data privacy that need to be continually monitored so that they don't impact student data privacy, such as student or staff data privacy or personally identifiable information, which may be collected by the AI tools. So to give a short reflection on what I think is valuable with AI guardrails is I think the biggest part is just the transparency first off. If you have not made an effort to communicate on specific uses of AI in a district, or you haven't, laid the groundwork for what is safe, ethical, and reflective use of AI and what it means in your classrooms, then you really need to be. You need to take that step, to communicate the value of having some AI guardrails, just to have more thoughtful and concise use and have, I think it's okay to have educators develop their own processes at times with the use of AI and trust in their use of it ethically and responsibly. There still needs to be a lot of communication and understanding around the technologies that are at play with generative AI. Generative AI is incredibly powerful. And I also think that we're seeing different types of data being input into these software applications that are not maybe yet even identified as personally identifiable information, such as retinal data, voice data, all the types of data that, support, natural language processing and machine learning. And what are the companies doing with this data as they collect it? I think that's an important piece to kind of also consider is the privacy policies and the continual shift of data between companies, that are signing privacy policies for one district, but then maybe selling or changing the location of that data down the line. I think there's a lot of new challenges that are being presented with the use of AI, and it starts with just being thoughtful and having an open dialogue around what guardrails need to be in place. But it starts with having open discussions around the value of AI in education in terms of preparing students, and also the value in AI in education towards productive workflows, and also understanding exactly the impacts of using AI. The next topic I want to talk about is personalized learning in education, specifically as it relates to the use of AI. So personalized learning platforms are utilizing AI to tailor their products to support the needs of students in a wide variety of ways. And in this process, they're utilizing performance data of students, which I think ethically can have some pros and can have some cons. A lot of these personalized tools that utilize AI have adaptive assessments. They have automated feedback and also pacing adjustments in real time so that learners' understanding of content material is adjusted over time. It's shifted towards their performance, and it's designed to support the learner, where they're at with the performance data that's tracking, how they're doing within the platform. It's now possible to integrate student engagement data into these metrics tied to student performance. So I think that's kind of an interesting fact because I think that's what, many ed tech products have been looking for years, in terms of being able to have realistic data around, does this tool that utilizes technology engage students and assist in them performing better? So I do think that's a tremendous opportunity. So the question I want to ask is, if you're using AI tools with performance data, or you're utilizing AI tools with an existing ed tech tool, are you seeing the difference in student performance? Are you seeing an impact with the integration of AI? And if you are, what tools are you seeing it with? And is it turnkey for you? Is it tools that are easy to adapt to? Has the move to utilizing AI within these tools been seamless for you and been able to provide new opportunities for, measuring student progress during assessments or during classwork? And is it working? So I'll provide a link below to a couple resources on this topic in case you're interested in some further reading. But it's an interesting topic, I think, since I do think it's at the heart of what ed tech tools have been trying to do for years. Next topic I want to talk about is AI-powered cybersecurity for schools. So schools and districts and technology departments are beginning to utilize AI to assist in their cybersecurity measures. AI is now a part of assisting technology teams at identifying and responding to cybersecurity threats as they happen in real time. And some of the main areas that we're seeing this happen is in student transportation, student information systems, and mass communications tools. AI does have the ability to greatly enhance threat protection as it relates to cybersecurity, and that really helps support IT teams. It helps with being able to improve response times to incidents and also identify incidents before they happen. So do you have a major concern with cybersecurity in schools? That's my question for you. And if you do, what is it? I would say for myself, some of the biggest cybersecurity issues that I see in schools is districts that may not have great controls over their devices. They may not have strong management in place for their domain and the accounts actively connected to their domain. And they may not have good workflows in place. And additionally, I think sometimes schools sometimes underestimate the capability of students' knowledge of technology to do things which are malicious. So I definitely think that it's important to keep in mind that, technology is changing incredibly quickly, and it's important to be sure that your systems have threat protection, that, it's great if it does implement AI as a preventative measure to identify threats, whether it's on the firewall or the filters within the school's infrastructure. Additionally, on endpoint protection with devices such as Chromebooks, laptops, or any device that a student connects to. It's really an important step. It's important to make sure that it happens, that the IT team makes sure that they're able to monitor potential threats and limit the possibilities for potential cybersecurity risks. It's all about mitigating, potential risks before they happen, and also preventative measures of student access to networks that they shouldn't be on or accounts they shouldn't be able to access. I think I'm definitely interested in reviewing cybersecurity tools which utilize AI in order to see if their technology can, speed up threat response and also identification of potential threats. I think that's a huge win for technology in terms of improving the responsiveness to these types of threats, particularly in schools. So thanks for tuning in. If you're an educator or a leader trying to make sense of the EdTech world around you, I'm with you with that challenge as things change. And I appreciate you checking out the content in the videos. Please give me a subscribe if you're interested in checking out more videos. I appreciate a like if you like the topics. And feel free to drop a comment. Let me know what you think or any thoughts related to these topics. And if you have any insight you want to share with other educators, go ahead and drop it as well. All right. Thanks for checking us out.